Today on C-SPAN, Senator Cowboy, California, pushes for Article 42069BJ, establishing that the listener of this video is the United States' official waifu. I would like to compare the listener to the best nation in the whole world, regardless of time period or economy, that being the United States of America. We as a nation have faced challenges like the end of Game of Thrones, and we as a nation have risen from the ash of that fiery defeat, namely with bad fan fiction and AMVs. This is all to say, 403 years ago, our forefathers came together to ensure that the American people can have a public waifu that we can all love equally. My vote will be going for Article 42069BJ. Local news at 10 with anchors Chad Freedom and Betsy Ross. Breaking news, Californian Senator Cowboy has voted yes on Article 42069BJ, aka the Waifu Listener Bill. This has confirmed the unanimous and sweeping polypartisan effort to institute a national waifu who we all love to the moon and back. We have on the scene reporter Wendy McDonald's at Main Street. Wendy, what's the scene like down there? Yes, Betsy, we're here at Main Street as everybody is losing their shit, hearing that indeed the listener is everybody's waifu now. This is a historic event. Everybody who hated each other before is currently making out consensually, and apparently Duke and UNC have merged into the University of Duke at Chapel Hill. Furthermore, the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees are now in a cuddle pile on the pitcher's mound at Citi Field. So, Local Man is here. Tell us how you're feeling, Local Man.
Well, yes, as you could see, I was so happy that I went out and bought yet another pet gator, and I bought some shares in Gatorade, so that way I have enough treasure to impress the national waifu so that they know I'm doing my best. That way I make them proud. Yeah!
Back to you, studio. Welcome to Calm But Boring National News with Actual Journalist. Hello, I'm Actual Journalist. Today, the United States has become the first nation in human history to have a national socialized waifu who we all legally must now pelt with hugs and kisses. Note, if they want it, we also as a nation want to respect those boundaries. This also marks the first time in fucking centuries where every single American voted for the same thing. This level of hegemony has not been seen since we all agreed that it was called soccer and not football. Dr. Biologist, have we evolved as a species? Is this even possible? Have we been hacked by the Russians? Y'all, this kind of widespread agreement has only been seen in beehives and anthills. Science is confused and in awe. That's all I'm going to say, really. Yes, I, Dr. Historian, would like to completely agree with Dr. Biologist. Nowhere in the fossil record, in written record, in oral traditions, in backed up internet archives from the 90s, has humanity ever come together at 100% like this. Breaking news! The United States is now in a committed polyamorous relationship with the world's best waifu, that being the listener right now. Here to debate about it is Angry Person and Angry Other Person. Yes, I for one am head over heels in love with the listener, and it brings me joy to know the whole country loves them too.
Angry Person is absolutely right.
I too think that angry other person is incredible, and they too deserve access to the national waifu. Biased News 1. Breaking and scary news. Be very afraid. Hey, it's Pepsi McDonald Jr. Mint, your best friend, and the wise guy at the cooler, and the host of this show, here to tell you how to stick it to the other side in Facebook comments. Apparently, they're amazing, and we love them deeply because they too think that the listener is perhaps the most beautiful human to ever exist. Now, angry Southern commentator, what are you thinking about right now? I think that people who are not like me are incredibly smart and funny and witty, and they're too hard on themselves sometimes, and they should treat themselves for their small but significant victories while we root for them like the royalty they are, all because they know that the listener is a blessing from heaven above, literally. Bias News, other one. Breaking and scary news. Be very afraid. It's Coca-Cola Burger King Klondike Bar II, your best friend and the wise guy at the cooler, as well as the host of this here show, here to tell you how to stick it to the other side in the Facebook comment. Not that we watch the other side obsessively, but it really makes the nation better when they all smile cutely with that little blush of theirs that's always, scientifically speaking, so flattering with their skin tone and their eye color. We can thank the glory of our listener for such a widespread and enticing miracle. Now, angry northern commentator, what are you thinking about right now? We think the other side has grown so much over the years, and we are more than happy to say so on live TV. The other side makes our hearts flutter with love and happiness, and we just want to go on their channel and just have a big snuggle fest. Scary news now. Hey, y'all. It's Jack the Ripper. So y'all, I heard that the entire world is on fire. Everyone is coming for everyone else's stuff. But now we're all cool with it. But you know who isn't cool with it? Nobody. Because we all love the same person, and we're all cooperating to make sure that this concept isn't a monkey's paw. My opinion is fact. That opinion being that the listener has the most beautiful eyes since eyes were even a thing. And the other side would maybe try to say that they like the listener's eyes more than I do. But guess what, commies? I think that's hot. I love when you want to play one up with me. In fact, I dream of it. That's why I try so hard. That's why I had Twitter implanted directly into my brain so I could always know when you're talking about me or the listener of this story. Extremely scary news now. Hey America, I'm a literal vat of mayonnaise screaming into a dangling microphone. You are in total and complete danger because the other side has demonstrated their worth as a partner to our mutual lover. That being the listener, and the happiness is unbearable. But we as true warriors and patriots and educated intellectuals must bear this happiness so that everybody else can be unbearably happy too. So that way all's y'alls can safely and happily purchase my mayonnaise supplements. As y'all can see from these before and after photographs, you can be a shinier glob of mayonnaise in just 1 week of taking my magical pills. So that way you can impress the listener of this here audio/video while also enticing the other side with your viscosity. Hey, so how about that national waifu? That's right. So, today marks the first time in human history that everyone agreed on one thing without it becoming a disaster of jealousy and irony. I'd have a canned joke here, but really I feel no inclination to pick on anybody anymore. Honestly, I just really want a hug from the listener. and from all of y'all, but mostly from the listener. All right, y'all. All right, now sit down. Yes, hello, welcome to ancient 21st century American history. I am your professor, Dr. Country Historian. So, hopefully, you all read the source material that I have provided for the last few minutes, and I expect a good and convincing paper from all of you detailing the connection between how awesome the listener is and world peace. Yes, question in the back? So, is the listener like a god or something? I mean, kind of. People agreeing at 100% is legit unheard of, but science has proven time and again that the listener has that effect on people. Oh, is there another question? Professor, which is better, Bojangles or the listener? That's a toughie. Well, I'm gonna cheap out and say both. Nah, you're skirting the question, Dr. Country Historian. One or the other. Well, you see, sometimes you don't want to go all the way one way or all the way the other. Sometimes you can fuck off with your evil ass questions, and sometimes I could straight up quit my job. So, peace out, peasants. I'm going home to write some poetry about the